Hey guys, welcome to the stream. This is Ryder Regatta coming to you live from Bourbon Street Billiards at 241 Vaughan Street here in Winnipeg, Manitoba. We're here today for day 3, championship day of the 2025 Central Canadian Snooker Championships, and it's come down to the last 2 players. It is a showdown between SAHIL, NAYYAR, and Albert Kenny. Number 1 seed for this, number 1 seed was SAHIL. SAHIL was the number 1 seed, and Albert Kenny was number 2 seed. All top 4 seeds ended up making it to the semifinals, and the Winnipeg boys almost got in there, but they came up a little bit short, and these are the last 2 players remaining, which because they're seed number 1 and 2, it kind of makes sense that they would be the last 2 guys standing. All right, hang on. So I'll give you this so you can hear it, and it's already live. When you want to mute it, you just gotta let me know. Okay, and I gotta do a mic check on this one. Can you hear me, Darcy?
Yeah, loud and clear.
All right. All right, so Darcy Michael is here joining me. He's the organizer of the event. Good job, by the way. Everybody's been saying how great of a job it's been and how entertaining it's been. And for me, you know, having not seen snooker for a little while, it's been very entertaining, some great matches.
Okay, great to know.
Yeah. So we're in the first frame here. It's best of 9. In pool terms, that would be a race to 5. Oh, we'll start that.
Actually, Rod, we've extended it to 6 out of 11. Both players agreed to it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
I'll have to make that change right now on here.
sorry, I didn't let you know earlier.
That's okay.
Because it's only the one match today, and we've got all day. So figure we give everybody a bigger bang for their buck.
Yeah, that's all right. Just making a couple of adjustments here, and then I'm going to get going on the commentary. All right.
Albert's in here, first opportunity.
Yeah, we got nothing on the board right now. No points except for the ones that are being made.
That's 6 for Albert. I don't know if he's on this black. He didn't look too pleased with that. Might have to swerve it slightly, yeah. So he's gonna. That's a nice little finesse shot by Albert.
Yeah, perfect weight.
Jack up and swerve it in a little bit. That's a good hit.
Yeah.
pockets here are a little more on the generous side, I'd say, being club tables, right? So, but the cloth is Strachan 8611, brand new cloth. It's about 2 weeks old.
Yeah, it's playing really nice. That was 7 more.
Yeah.
I think he's still good.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to play for something different than the black, though, right?
You come up for the blue, probably, or a bulk color. I think he ran a little too far. Yeah, he's got a shot at the green.
Yeah, and he's got a stun line, too.
Yeah. He played it smart there to, play for one of the 3 bulk colors, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, he's in an awkward spot here. Unless he's got something to the side. We'll take a look here. No, it looks like everything is kind of... Maybe the one red on the right is probably the best one. But there's no option to pot it. He's gonna have no choice but to play safe here. Unless he takes on that red. Yeah, he's gonna take it.
Yeah,
in.
I think so. He might stun just to the side for the pink. Nice pot.
Well, and he was here when we got here already, so he'd been here warming up for a little bit now. He's got to be in good stroke by now, right?
Oh yeah, no, he's a professional. He definitely knows how to prepare himself for matches. Right, gets a good sleep. He'll go to the gym in the morning and get on the treadmill sometimes to get warmed up.
Yeah, all the top players do that.
Yeah. Albert's no stranger to competitive play. He started in the Irish junior ranks when he was in his teens. He was, I believe, an Irish national junior champion when he was 17 or 18.
Has he always been, Albert, has he always been a Calgarian?
Pretty much, I believe, since he's come to Canada. Been in Canada, I believe, about 9 or 10 years now. Or I'm not even sure on that. It's been a few years.
There's going to be a bit of a challenge here on this shot, too.
Yeah, but you know what? These pockets, like I say, are on the generous side. So for the players like this, yeah, see?
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. I'm expecting to see at least a few nice size breaks in this match today. Nice. I think he's got that red there to the side. Draw back for the black again. Or he might choose to stun up for the blue. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, he's hitting it pretty good right now.
Albert on a 50-point run. Well, he kind of underhit that one.
Yeah. It's pretty good with the bridge, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the things I guess you have to work on if you're going to be a snooker player.
Mm-hmm.
Your bridge work, and either that or be ambidextrous, right? Like Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Right. Well, I'm sure that's something he probably learned at a young age, like growing up in the UK and that the junior leagues are all about, coaching and learning fundamentals properly right from the start.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's huge in this game is the fundamentals.
Mm-hmm. Albert with a run of 63. Oh, I think he's a little straighter. Oh, no, he's good.
He's got the angle to get down for that red that's loose in the pack.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things about playing snooker is that it's a little bit different than playing pool. Here in snooker, you kind of tend to learn to accept the angle that you have and just work with it.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of that has to do with the fact that like the shot comes first, so they just, it kind of just works that way.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of times when you're in this break building, you're looking for areas to give yourself an option of 1, 2, 3 different shots sometimes.
Yeah.
To put your ball in an area rather than trying to be pinpoint all the time.
Yeah, you're right. And then another thing too is in snooker, like players will use the cushions more.
Mm-hmm.
So because they're accepting those angles and they know they got to put extra speed or extra pace on it, they'll accept the rails and play with them.
Mm-hmm. So Albert's up in the 70 break, 71.
There's only 4 reds left. I have this little chamber for the balls there for people who want to see like how many balls are left on the table, but when I'm trying to keep track of score and doing the commentary, it's so hard to keep track of the balls too.
Well, you're doing a bang-up job, Rod. I got a lot of text messages last night and this morning.
Yeah,
so
that's good,
complimenting you on the stream and the setup and everything. So good job, buddy.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it's been fun watching this event. A lot of great talent. The local boys fighting their heart out last night.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
So
77.
Breaks down with a run of 77, and that's frame. So frame 1 goes to Albert Kenny.
Well, and if you're going to start off a match like that, the opponent's going to be coming back the same way.
Oh, yeah. And, Sahil is no slouch. He'll be back. He'll come back firing, I'm sure.
Yeah, I watched him play on the first day. Just came off the plane, lost his luggage, walked in, barely any warm-up, and he fired an 81 and an 80 right off the hop.
Yeah. He didn't seem concerned about any of that,
Yeah.
Yeah. That was me, on the other hand, I'd be losing my shit, but he just seemed as cool as a cucumber. Oh, well, if my cue doesn't come in, I'll have to borrow someone else's.
Yeah. All right, well, we got to make this official because I always do, man. We're officially into the championship match now. 1-0 for Albert Kenny. And, we're going to move into frame number 2. The fire is on, man. He came out firing with, what was it, a 77-point break?
77, yeah. A frame winning break.
It's 74 to win, right? Or is it 72 to win?
Yes. Funny, I just saw this morning on one of my feeds, there was a match back in the 80s where Neil Folds ran an 80 and lost the frame.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He was playing, I forget the other player, but that's extremely rare to have even someone get in the 70s and to still lose the frame.
This was a beautiful shot there from Albert earlier in the last frame. And he's made the first ball on this one in a long shot, and he's on the black.
Yeah. Judging his angles here, deciding if he wants to go into the pack or what he wants to do here. Oh, wait a minute. I'm off. I wasn't paying attention. He's shooting the red.
Oh, yeah, wait. The first shot was missed. I thought the other red was gone, but I just see it now. It's above that blue. My bad.
My bad.
I led you into that one, man. And this is more or less what I expected in the first frame. A little bit more of a grind-out battle, but instead it was a 77-point break.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we got a nice little crowd here gathered Monday afternoon.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fun to watch on a stream too, but in person it's way better.
Oh, yeah. I was telling Sahil this morning, I mean, as much as I love playing this game, I'm even as big or bigger a fan. I love to watch, especially top quality players.
Yeah.
You learn a lot by watching. Albert gets a good opportunity here.
Oh, man. It's going to foul on that too. That's a 4-point for Sahil. And Albert didn't have that first point. I got to take that point off. So what was the highest run so far?
Albert had a 105.
Okay, the one that we had on the stream.
And there, I believe, was about 4 other breaks in this tournament in the 80s. So if I was a betting man, I think that 105 will be beaten here in this match.
Yeah. Yeah, just leave it there. Off to a bit of a rough start. 6 more points makes it 10. I had 5 on there. That was a wrong score. A little bit of pressure here for both players to perform. So you're seeing a little bit of that right now in Sahil. Really good bridge player. A champion is usually the player that has the best overall game. And both these guys are pretty matched up. I feel like Albert might be a little bit more methodical than Sahil, but Sahil does take his time when he doesn't see things are right. And he's got another good shot set up here. I think he's going to have no choice but to maybe run into that black ball. Or I guess he can try to stun drop it low, but then he got to set up for the blue ball instead. No, he was good. I thought he would have to slide into that black, but he's fine. Can't do much on a situation like that. You just gotta let the stroke do the work. Hopefully you get enough speed behind that ball to be able to get the shape on the black. He's in a decent angle here. But I think he's just going to set up for the next red that's available to the right of the black. He's got a little bit of angle. Sorry guys, I lost track of the scores, so I gotta wait till I can hear the ref to update it. Oh, and the timer reset. I'll start doing the sharing right now.
You know what, Ben? I give him a lot of credit. He's stepping up. Our referee here, he's going through some very serious health issues, and you know, and he's always a guy that wants to step up and help for these events, right? So I give him a lot of credit. You know, sometimes, you know yourself, Rod. It takes a lot of people. You know, it's not always easy to find good helpers to run events.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Nice little stun line there for the pink.
67.
$73.
Oh, that's a nice shot.
Oh, I didn't get a chance to save it. He wants it, man. He wants it.
And Albert with
Yeah.
another run of 74.
So 77 and a 74 for him so far. But you can see, like, he really wants to get to that century, man.
Mm-hmm.
And Sahil's off to a bit of a rough start. He hasn't really settled in. Took that long shot to the corner and missed it. Then he took another shot and missed that one. Yeah, I'll share it right now.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Albert's getting in and making the most of his opportunities, right? But
Yeah.
Sahil will get his. It's a 6 out of 11, so
Yeah, there's lots of time.
yeah, don't count Sahil out for sure.
Now we got to give it to Albert for his couple of nice breaks so far.
Mm-hmm.
And well, unlike pool, like this is one of those things where like you have to be patient if you're down. You can't just go and do like a massive break and just start running points and win a frame. Like it just doesn't happen.
No.
It's always a break of like people just trying to get 2 reds off the pack, and that's it. That's all you get to start with.
Mm-hmm. And the thing with snooker, you'll always get an opportunity in the next game, right?
Yeah.
Because you know, in pool, the guys will sometimes go out and run racks, sit you in your chair for 4, 5, 6, whatever racks. But here, you know, the guy breaks off. The guy can run 100, break off, and give you the opening shot for the next frame.
Yeah, you're right.
You know,
And then you come around with another 100.
yeah. So no matter what the guy does, you're always going to have a shot in the next frame.
Albert off to a good start, winning the first 2 frames. He needs 4 more to win. Sahil's not in trouble yet, but he would like to win this frame.
It's not there.
I sent it there. Yes. Now I gotta find that other page that you wanted me to share it to. I need them to approve me before I can do anything, I think.
Okay, I'll send her a message right now.
Or around the cue ball a bit for the block ball. One of the things that I notice on these tables is that those little soft shots where you need to come off the rail just slightly, the rails bounce a little bit extra. So it's always hard to play these slow rolling shots like he was just trying to play to set up for the block ball. He's got a decent opportunity on it still, but ideally he would have liked to come up a little bit straighter on it. Yeah, that was going to be tough to make.
Mm-hmm. At that angle, it's a little deceiving.
So what are the payouts? I seen yesterday that fourth and third got 500 each.
Yes, third and fourth, 500. Finalists will get 1,000, and winner will get 2,000.
Oh,
and the high break prize is $300 due to a gracious donation by Ramin Hederi from the Hederi Snooker Academy in Calgary, Alberta, as well as Avo Home Recreation, our local billiard supply company, who are always very supportive of our snooker and pool events here in Manitoba.
Yeah. I know these guys were both swinging for that 147 yesterday.
Yeah, I was just joking with Albert before the match. Says he's never had a competitive or a tournament 147. He has had a few in just regular frame play with friends or whatever, but never in a tournament. So he says it'd be a privilege to pay you 1,000 for your first one here.
Yeah, that'd be good to see. Never witnessed one. I've seen now, because of Albert, I've seen a few centuries. But at 147, that's just another thing, man. Like at that point, you're possessed.
Oh, yeah. Well, both these players are certainly capable of knocking in a 147.
Yeah.
You know, they're at that skill level. So it's just a matter of time, I think.
It's scary when the table's opened up like this on the Reds. Both players kind of tighten up a little bit because they don't want to give a chance to the other player. Oh, it's still live. Everything's still live. I'll send it there again. I'll send it right now. Oh, didn't want to knock in the black there. 7 points for Sahil. Now he's got a potable red as well in the corner. Yeah, he was limited right from the beginning of the shot.
Yeah, there's going to be some work to do here. The pink's kind of tied up. The black.
Take a look at the angle here. Yeah, he can't do anything with the black or the pink. He's got the yellow though. That's about the only option he's got. The brown's also available because the blue's there. No, that's going to stop the cue ball from traveling up table. So the yellow's the only option he's left with. You could also play like for a snooker here instead. You see that a lot in snooker where a player will make a red and then just roll up the ball to the next color so they're frozen to it.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the rules of snooker. You don't have to hit a rail after contact, right? So.
Yeah, the game will be totally different if you had to.
Yeah, I agree. But sometimes you can get faced with a real nasty safety in this game.
So he'll having a bit of a rough start, but he didn't really get much of a warm-up either, right? I think it was only like maybe 10, 15-minute warm-up.
Yeah, I gave him a ride down here this morning. He said he didn't sleep very well last night. I don't know what, he didn't say anything much else, but I don't know if that, I think maybe that he works late nights at home.
Oh, yeah.
At the corner bank in Toronto. So I think he's used to, closing down at 2 a.m. and getting home at 4, and he's a little off his schedule, right?
Yeah, like jet lag.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to get a good chance here to get going now. Mm-hmm. And that's all you really need, even if you are tired. And like once you get in stroke, you're good to go.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice shot.
Sahil's got a nice opportunity here.
Nice layout.
Mm-hmm.
This is what he was looking for, just a chance to get going.
Yeah. There's our ice.
This is what he was looking for. He's looking for that stroke.
Yeah.
Some juice on that one.
Yeah. Got a good chance here to get it to 2-1.
Well, he's 32 on right now. And there's 7 reds. That's 48 points, right? 6 times 8.
Mm-hmm.
No. 7 times 56 points on the table plus the 27 from the colors. Yeah, so you can get it like a 130 here almost.
A little too far there.
Yeah.
He's going to make this ball. His main concern right now is winning this frame, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Nice pot.
Very nice.
Yeah. A little tough here, but he's amassed the 42-point lead, which I know he'll be pleased with, but let me take this pot, this red ball on. Yeah.
He's got to find his game. That's what he's doing right now.
Yeah, see, right there, he played what they call a shot to nothing. See, he makes the pot, but he knew where his cue ball was going, right?
Yeah.
That's what they call it, a shot to nothing in snooker. And this way, if he made it, if he ended up with a shot on the blue, he would have taken it, but then he would have rolled up right behind that blue if he ended up there.
Well, they're marking the ball here because it's going to be an opportunity for a foul and a miss.
Yeah, and now here in Manitoba, I might add, we play the 3 foul miss rule, but with 2 putbacks. I know normally they play 3, but some reason the Manitoba adapted their own version, and it's 2 putbacks. So that's what we're going with for this event.
I included that in the write-up of the post, too, so people were aware of it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was nice little masse around there.
Yeah.
Got himself out of trouble.
Nice.
Very nice.
Not quite as high as he would have liked, but he'll be playing a safety here, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe not, I don't know, it's hard to tell. I guess he can see. Pink ball, yeah, big goals.
You can see that he uses that extra room that he has in the pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Not to play for the snooker on this one. It's a really tough cut. Makeable, but extremely tough. And if you try to hit it with a perfect pace, you're going to sell it, which he's not going to want to do that. That's why you put that extra pace just in case.
Mm-hmm.
The problem with thinking like that is that normally you're going to miss the shot because you're trying to play safe, right?
Mm-hmm. But you know what? I know Sahil was fully aware of the ball positioning there, so even though Albert has a shot here, it's definitely not a hanger, not an easy one.
Oh, he likes these ones too.
See, draw that one out easily.
He hit that with the same intent though, trying to leave nothing at all.
Yeah, but he kind of had to make something happen there by crashing into the pack, right? Because the colors were kind of red, pink, and black were a bit awkward there. Oh,
He opened it up.
yeah.
Yeah, you give him a bit of a shot.
Ben, the referee, you got to watch this one closely.
It's about almost a chalk length distance between the cue ball and the red ball. Yeah, you hit there no problem.
Okay, well, it's still a tough table. You got two balls on the rail, one at the back end there and one to the left side there to contend with.
Nice smooth shot on that one. Only because of position, though. If he had to just make that ball to win, he would have made it. But playing position, having to force the cue ball a little bit, it's going to make him come up short. And it's a bit of a lucky break here for Sahil because now he's going to get a chance to keep going on the scoreboard.
I'd like to welcome Mr. Renat Denka, the current U.S. National Snooker Champion, to the stream.
Just needs a couple of more points to win the frame. Albert has a good chance here. He's going to have to play into the red that's sitting above the yellow, I think. No, he's going to play it off the back rail to push that one away from the corner. That's smart, too.
Hello, too, to my friend Stephen McAllister from Ottawa.
Welcome to the stream, guys.
Eddie Galati, legend Eddie Galati from Toronto. In Wayne Binder, Calgary player.
They leave him the shot. Oh yeah, he's left him the shot. I'm gonna go into the chat soon. I'll do that in between frames.
Wow, he hit that one good.
Yeah, that was a really nice shot.
Now here is a golden opportunity for Albert if he can pot this, run this ball and make it clear up for the pinch this frame. Oh, we played safe. Sorry.
Yeah, he needs a snooker.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. I'm a little.
Yeah, because there's only 35 points on the table, so the most he can make is 58. So he needs two snookers.
Yeah, my bad. I kind of wasn't paying attention there for a sec.
Well, that's how this game is. If you just look away for a second, you like lose track of everything, man.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like that when you're playing too.
Really?
Yeah. That's not bad.
That looks like a nice shot from SAHIL.
Perfect pace, good distance. Needs a little bit of luck here for the snooker. Oh no, that's gonna be the frame, I think.
Yeah, that pretty much bring it to, and that's it.
Yeah, that's three snookers. So no.
SAHIL takes frame number 3, so that makes the score Albert Kenny 2, SAHIL NAYYAR 1. We're going to go after 4 frames. The players are going to take a little 10-minute break interval, and we'll be back to play after that.
Well, that was a battle for that one, but congratulations to Sahil for getting on the board there, because you needed to get on the board for that one. And now the battle is on.
Good strategic play by Sahil there. He had that 40-point something advantage, and he played that shot down table. He knew not to let Albert back in with an easy opportunity, right?
Yeah.
So, this looks like a nice breakout shot.
I'm trying to do a little bit of camera work. It's number 4.
Nice hit.
Who's on the board? Albert with 4 points.
Yep. Nice pot for Albert. Oh. A little tricky there with the cue ball tight to the cushion. Just gonna drop this one in.
Okay. Follows up with the blue. Puts him at 10 points. Trying to get my other camera going. It's got the shot on the black still. Not too much angle to work with, but he can set up for the red that's sitting just below the black. It's going to set up for the pink instead. Oh. Almost lost that black ball and pushed it right into the pile. What happens there? I guess I had to play the frame over, right?
No, he would just put the balls back, I guess, as close as the proximity as he thought.
I wonder if that's ever happened where like somebody's moved more than 3 balls at a time.
Oh, I'd imagine somewhere along the line, but...
I remember there was a pro tournament where they had to look at the picture over and over and over again to set the balls, and it was only 3 balls that were moved.
Yeah, yeah. But you know what? I don't want to criticize Ben or any of my helpers here this weekend at all, because you know what? They've all stepped up to the plate and took time out of their day to step in here. And, you know, we don't have professional referees here, unfortunately, so we just go with, you know, whoever's interested in doing it and has a knowledge of the game. And no one loves the game more than Ben DeLorme. You know, he's been around. I've known Benny all my life, right? So, and for him, with his health issues now, he's going through, I give him a lot of credit for stepping into the box here and doing the refereeing, because it's a thankless thing.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I heard lots of great things about him, too.
Oh, yeah, yeah. As a matter of fact, my very first match in the provincials here when I was 19 years old, I played Ben DeLorme and lost 4-1. His claim to fame is he has a 147 maximum break on a 5x10 table. So
So he's at 35.
Yeah.
Once he's into that red-black area, I think he's so comfortable in there. Is there ever any kind of situation where they would reset a rack or a frame?
Yes, I've seen that happen. It'll happen when players are maybe just ticking the ball away from the reds, not making an effort to like get on with the rack. I've actually seen it happen on a couple of occasions. One time was Brian McConnell was playing John Bear in a tournament in Calgary, and Larry Firth was the referee, and these guys were just tipping the ball back and forth, and then Larry had made a call that, okay guys, you got 2 more shots each. If you don't develop something, it's a re-rack. So sure enough, they just tipped it a couple more times, and they called the re-rack, which both players were okay with.
And that's because both players are trying to avoid to give each other an opportunity, I'm assuming, right?
That's right, yeah. But something like that, I believe the rule then, although the rules sometimes change over the years, was the referee would warn the players that, you know, if you don't get on with the game, that we're going to re-rack. So, but it happens very rarely, I'd say. But in a situation where the balls sort of get, let's say, accidentally scattered, I'm not sure what would happen there. I'm not sure if I've ever seen that happen.
They can usually like spot 1 or 2 balls, put them back in their spot. That's no problem. But like more than 4, I'm assuming it would be hard to recover that table to put it back the way it was. Although for us, because we're streaming, we'll be able to go back and look at the video and have a good idea of roughly where it's at. But even then, it wouldn't be on the spot.
Right.
And that's how they did it. When I seen that on the pro event, they were going back, looking at the camera, and then they froze the frame and took a look at the picture, and that's how they figured it out. I believe that was with Ronnie O'Sullivan, too, and he wasn't happy at the end with the way they set it up, and he was arguing with the ref over a millimeter.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's in his mind, man. I don't know what it is, but like as soon as he gets to that point, you know, he's about to cross that line.
Yeah.
Well, and Sahil still has a chance at this table. So 74 points required for a player to win the frame. Problem for him here that he's got to do all red blacks basically for him to get back in this match. I'd say that he's going to have to play a couple of snookers to be able to make up for any other color that he takes.
Okay, so if Sahil needs to clear up here with, he's allowed one pink ball.
Yeah. Just
Okay.
to push it to the black, right?
Well, that would...
that would give it a black ball spot.
Oh, he's not going to like this leaf. But he had 6 reds left, so 6 reds would be 48 plus the colors. So 75 is the maximum amount he can score.
Oh, so you win by 2.
He win by 2, but if he takes a pink ball, he's allowed 1 pink or 1 blue. If he takes a blue, he can tie the frame. Oh.
That was tough. A lot of deflection off the rail.
Yeah, there's always, when you're tucked up against the rail, those aren't easy shots.
Very nice pot. That's going to be basically framed now. Oh, he's going to foul there, though. I might have the wrong score here. I gotta have the wrong score because it shows that Albert only has 60 points.
Nice.
Very nice.
Well, he's playing with another doubler here.
Sum of 29.
Oh, well, good shot.
10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so he's at 29. Okay, so I have a different score. I was going by the points, but I must have lost track somewhere.
Yeah, sorry guys, it's a little hard to. Well,
Yeah, he's getting marked at 60, so this game's a lot closer than it looked like. All right, so they're going to take a 10-minute break. Albert will win that one. All right, so 3-1 is the score at the moment. And the players are on a break. I lost the time a couple of times there. I reset the clock, so we're just going to let the clock keep going. I'm going to say there was at least about a half hour or maybe more, maybe like 45 minutes that was kind of resetted there twice. The match started right at, well, no, I guess I should know that. Yeah, they started right about 12:05, so they've now been into the match for an hour and 12 minutes. Yeah, so about a half hour, roughly. That's what it was missed. And they're just talking to the ref right now and letting them know if they can call out the numbers a little bit louder because I'm losing track of the numbers. And I mean, it's my job to pay attention to the numbers also, but little things here and there, if I'm trying to do camera work or whatever, it'll just sidetrack me from the score. But if I hear the ref calling out the number, then at least I can correct myself quickly without having to figure out what's left on the table and how many points you could have possibly have made. So it works out better for everyone in the long run. It might not even be a 10 minute, maybe a few minutes. It'd be cool if they allowed them to like warm up in that 10 minutes, you know, shoot around a little bit for 10 minutes, but their break is literally just a break to give themselves a chance to walk around, relax a little bit, reset mentally, bathroom breaks, all that kind of stuff. Smokers, if they're smokers, which I don't think any of these guys are smokers. All right, and let's see. I'll do this here. So one of the things about this championship match is that they ended up extending the race. So instead of going best of 9, which was originally what they were going to do, they figured because they're playing just one match today and it's the top 2 seeds, they're going to extend it to a best of 11. So it's the first player that gets 6 wins that wins the match here. And at the moment, Albert's 3 away and Sahil's 5 away. Now, Albert did win that frame, but Sahil had a chance to kind of go get going there. And I feel like, you know, after this reset, taking a little break here, that he's going to be more in tune with his game. He does look a little bit different than every other day, so he might have not slept properly. Maybe, you know, didn't get a good rest, thinking about the match today, you know, that kind of stuff. You can see him, he's a little bit off. Another thing, too, and I'm not trying to make excuses, but I came in at about 11 o'clock, maybe just 10 after 11. And when I got here, Sahil was just getting here too. And at the time when I walked in, Albert was already practicing on the table. So he had been here for a little while already. And he played for like, I don't know, maybe like another 10 minutes. And then he turned over the table to Sahil. He didn't really spend a lot of time on there working on his game. He just played a little bit. And then he kind of said, you know, I'm just going to get going as I play. But a couple of the shots that he would normally make from what I've seen so far, he ended up coming up short on. And so the problem with snooker is that if you miss a shot, you might be able to shake that off. But if you miss it a couple of times, you start telling yourself like you're not playing as good as you normally play. And that's all it really takes is just telling yourself that you're not playing as good as you normally play for you to slowly start breaking apart mentally and then having a tough time on the table. Fortunately for him, though, he got a chance to get on the board. He also got a chance to be able to get going on a couple of frames. So he's slowly getting back into a groove. Albert Kenny's got the best going so far, though. He seems to be the most balanced player at the moment. Seems like he's in stroke, and his game is coming through for him. Yeah, the players are already coming back, so it's not even going to be that long of a break, I don't think. But we'll see. They might take a little bit longer. Take a look at that last highlight that I had. It was the double from Sahil. He had a chance to steal this frame to match it up at 2. Came up a bit short, though. I guess I can do my other stuff that I wanted to do right now while these guys are in the middle of getting set up. So I'm trying to get my cameras going so I can kind of like keep up with these guys as they're moving around. See the players are having a little chat. There's the trophy. What I like most about this is like, here's an event, 2,000 for first, 1,000 for second. And standard that I see here in Manitoba usually is like when you get to the money, the final two, they almost always split. They almost never play. But in the situation here, these guys are playing it out. There's no split. And I appreciate that because, both players wake up the next day, they come out to play, and they're both swinging, man. That's something that you don't see too often. But to me, I think it's probably the most important game in the entire event, the last match. So when players sit there and split, it kind of takes away a little bit of that great competitive energy that we all look forward to in the end. So just going forward with this, like, it's just really nice to see that these guys are putting their hearts out there and trying their best to play, because technically they could easily just split the money and who cares who wins, but you can see both players are trying to win. I guess the referee might be the smoker. I don't see the ref. Hey, what's up, Russell? How you doing, man? Got a few people in the crowd. I don't know if we can get on them. Let's see. All right, so that one, we're going to put that one on him. I'll put the other one on Sahil. You can sort of see a little bit of the crowd there. I don't know, maybe we'll just pan over. There's a few people here watching the event. Change it from here. Get back a bit. See the crowd coming around to watch the matches, or the match, I should say. I'm going to bring that in a bit more. All right, and we're just about that time. These guys are still having a chat, so they're like right there. I think they're just waiting on the ref to come back now. In the meantime, we'll do a recap of the players that participated in the event this year. We had Kara Chapaya from Winnipeg, Billy Thompson from Lundar, Manitoba, Dave Strachan from Gimli, Manitoba, Steve Kenyas from St. Boniface, Manitoba, Matt Tocheri from Thunder Bay, Ontario, Donnie Chemiskey from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Albert Kenny from Calgary, Alberta, Alan Carson from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Aaron Wu from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Michael Maservi from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Rob Cardinal from Edmonton, Alberta, Darcy Michael from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Sahil NAYYAR, who's in this matchup now, from Toronto, Ontario, Blake Martell representing Winnipeg, Manitoba, Frank Huber, also representing Winnipeg, Manitoba, Ramen Haidari, who is representing Calgary, Alberta, Steve DeGlistic, Winnipeg, Manitoba, Ethan Ott, Winnipeg, Manitoba, Bill Brown, Winnipeg, Manitoba, Manpreet Sakdeva, from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Gurdesh Singh, also from Winnipeg, Randy Twersky, Jim Harvey, Charlie Matusik, all from Winnipeg, Manitoba, and then George Gibson, who came in from Pinawa, Manitoba. And so match has resumed. We're back into it, and Albert's going to come out swinging with that nice long red. It was a shot to nowhere, so he didn't really have much of a backup plan. It was more or less just making the shot and then trying to play something from there. He could take on a shot. He could roll up the cue ball to the green. He can do a couple of different things. I'm thinking he's going to roll up to the green. That's standard to do that at this situation because, you know, nothing's spread out. You're going to force your opponent to try to hit the reds. Maybe they'll open up something for you there. Although standard reply here in snooker would be to try to barely hit the pack. Got you on there.
That looks like a nice hit from Sahil.
All right, so explain to me, or explain to the viewers, I guess, more or less, what is the definition of a free ball?
Okay, a free ball is when the ball that's on. So if a red ball is your opponent's, okay. So after a foul, okay. If you're, say, snookered behind the colored ball and you have to shoot a green, you have to be able to hit both sides of the ball on, both extreme edges of the ball. So if you can only see one side and the other side is partially covered by a ball, that would be deemed a free ball. Now, in the case of a free ball, the player could nominate any color as a red ball, okay? And then he would shoot the next colored ball, and then he would go back to the regular red color sequence. Okay, so like, you know, you could theoretically shoot a black ball, nominate a black as your free ball, and then shoot the black again as your nominated color, and that would count as 8 points. Okay, so the nominated color would count as a red ball, or whatever colored ball's on. See, if you only got the colors left and you're snookered, you know, you nominate the green as the yellow, then the green would count as 2, and then you'd shoot the right yellow right after it, right? So
Yeah.
I hope I explained that clearly.
No, it makes sense. Yeah. I wanted to make a correction. So throughout the weekend, I've been announcing that Sahil was the #1 player in Canada, but somebody made a correction last night, sent me a message to let me know that he's not ranked #1 in Canada. There are no official rankings in Canada. However, he says that he is the Pan American champion.
That is correct. Yeah, I don't believe we have an official ranking. Like I know, for example, OBSA, Ontario Billiards and Snooker, they have their monthly tournaments, and they base their rankings based on participation and results, right?
Yeah.
So Sahil plays in them, but there's some players that might be ranked higher than him because they might play in more events, you know, like. So yeah, that person's right. He's not officially ranked #1, but you know, he's currently the only professional we have now in Canada. He earned his tour card at the Pan American there in Montreal last fall. So, you know, as far as I was concerned here for this event, that alone made him my #1 seed.
Yeah.
Okay. But having said that, there is a lot of great players out in Toronto of equal skill level as these two guys, you know.
Now he's got a chance to run to the pack here and open him up a bit. It's always tough to get a really good spread when you're trying to open him up, but I thought he did a pretty good job there on that one.
Yeah, he struck that black pretty good. I think he's got to play the double or the plant here.
He could try to take that shot to the side too, but then he would have to take a blue. I think he's looking at the black for a continuation. Oh, I got the wrong score again. He's at 23. Well, the good thing is I can at least hear him now.
Yeah, I made a little note to him during the break to announce the scores a little.
It's kind of like learn as you go type thing too, because these guys have never really been on a stream, and usually when they do this, like it's as long as the players hear the call, that's all they really need, right?
Right. Like I said, we're doing our best here under the circumstances, and hopefully, I'd like to see eventually someone step up and take the refereeing course here.
Yeah,
so
that'd be good.
we have an official referee from Manitoba. Years ago, we had a couple of them actually. Gary Beal was one of them. He was trained for his referee card by a fellow by the name of Armand Barbeau from Montreal. He was the guy who officiated all the referees back then.
Okay.
And so Gary Beal was our head referee and in Manitoba for snooker. And then there was another fellow named Fred Tulik.
Oh, I remember him.
Fred used to do a lot of refereeing for the Centrals and the Mid-Canadians and the Provincials back in the day. So
that guy was the most annoying player to play against.
Well, he certainly tried his best every shot.
All the time, man. Like safety after safety after safety. It didn't matter.
Yeah, but...
he passed away a few years ago, though, right?
I think so. I'm not sure. But I know Gary Beal passed away about a year ago. And I met Gary Beal when I first wandered into the pool halls here downtown when I was about 16. He was quite the character.
Yeah.
Yeah. But always had a suit and tie on,
The other guy that I remember that was like that, he was pretty flashy though, was Eddie. I can't remember his last name, but he always used to come in looking like a pimp, He had like this really nice suits on and fancy hats. And
the 8-ball player. Eddie Sturdivant.
That's it,
Yeah, he was a good guy. I loved Eddie. We shot mostly bar pool him, but what a character.
Yeah. He always knew when he was in the building.
Mm-hmm. Eddie Sturdivant. Oh, yeah.
Look at the way he's doing this here. He's trying to hold it up in the air.
Yeah.
So last time he had to put a cue across for him to use like a support for his wrist. This time, he's got a larger one here. This is uncomfortable too. But he just needs to roll this up a little bit.
So that's the regular spider rest, it's called, and then they also have an extended one. There's you can see it to the left there. Yeah, those are what they call spider rests. Oh,
It should be good still.
I think he's okay. Yeah, he should be okay.
Oh, I don't know if he's going to be able to get out of trouble on this one. Yeah, no choice but to turn it over.
Mm-hmm.
Distance, number 1.
Yeah.
Number 2, you're hoping you don't leave much for a reply, but yeah, no choice there. And I was looking at this one red that's sitting next to the yellow because it's in an open spot. Looking to just bank it up.
Yeah, it'll probably just a safety shot. Oh, he did good.
Yeah, nice little line. Only really give him the option on the red and on the right, or anything in the middle, but nothing's potable.
Mike Peters, Mike Prevo, or Red, as he's well known. Yeah, he pops in Bourbon Street here occasionally. He doesn't live too far from here, actually, but doesn't play any pool or snooker at all anymore. But we do see him down here occasionally. Looks the same. I think he's still doing his painting job and stuff. So, yeah, he's alive and well.
Looking at some of the previous comments, because I haven't done that yet. Wayne Binder says, I've had the same table growing up in my house. We had pockets tightened up, so I played more like BCE, Westbury, heat tables. Those are nice when the tables are heated. The cue ball just reacts, goes off like crazy. That's how you see that 3-cushion billiards is heated slates. Mike Peters says, hey Rod, does Mike Prevo still make an appearance? Oh, that's what you were replying to, I see. Cool, okay. And then YouTube, what's up, guys? Got comments from Navs147, says, good day, gentlemen. It says, Nabil from Mississauga, Ontario. Les Kaplan says, Albert on a tear. Keith, or Douglas Wilson says, Keith Luxmore, how y'all keeping up? Long time no see. Daryl Yale, there's a name I haven't seen in a long time. Just a big shout out and congratulations to both of you for streaming, Rod and Darcy, for the rejuvenation of Snooker in Manitoba. Fabulous job, guys. Yeah, Darcy's done a great job, and thank you. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, thanks, Daryl.
Merv Star says, thanks for the show. Great job. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Brad Doom says, where is this? We're here at Bourbon Street Billiards here at 241 Vaughan Street in Winnipeg, Manitoba. How you doing? Stan Greenwood says Winnipeg. Jeff McCauley.
Mulcahy.
Sorry. Thanks for his stream. Says doing a nice job. And Tony Though 33 says, is this pool hall used to be named Crystal Palace?
No. This pool hall was.
It's always been, well, it used to be called Las Vegas Amusement, right?
Well, originally, the original name of this pool hall when it opened was Imperial Billiards. Okay, there's been a pool hall at this location since 1960. So then it changed to Las Vegas Amusements in the 70s. That's where the original Central Canadian was held from 1972 to 1987. Now, the Crystal Palace was another pool room that opened downtown, a very large place. They had 20 12-foot snooker tables and about, at least that amount of 8-foot and 9-foot pool tables. Very large place, but that was also downtown. But the Crystal Palace, I hung out there day and night for a decade at least. But it hosted an event that preceded this one. It was called the Mid-Canadian. So this one ran from 72 to 87, and then the Mid-Canadian sort of took over from about 87 till about 93, I think was the last one. And then snooker, that's when snooker sort of went on its decline in Canada. Mm-hmm. And, you know, people started taking out all the snooker tables and replacing them with pool tables. It was started happening, I believe, late 80s, early 90s, right?
Yeah, you're right.
So, but no, the Crystal Palace was another thriving spot we had here back in the day.
Very nice shot there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Times changed quickly when it came to the sizes of tables because I don't know. It's almost like one place is like, hey, we got smaller tables, we got more clientele. The other place is like, whoa, I want more clientele.
Yeah.
And slowly they all just started changing the tables.
Ooh,
that's too bad. Yeah. He doesn't get the point there for that one. He'll give up 4 points as well. So the score now is 31-50, 19-point difference between these guys.
3 reds left, 19, 50 and 31.
Missed the shot on that one. I apologize for not interacting as much. I've been trying to focus here because it's a championship match, so I'm doing my best to try to keep up with everything. Just missed that one. It's going to leave a bit of a long shot here for Albert, but he actually enjoys these kind of shots. The only thing about this red, we're looking at the red that's sitting on the left side of the block, not the one right beside it, but the one above that one, is that the line here is going to take him towards that black, so he actually needs to commit to making the shot, plus commit to the position on the black. This makes the shot a little bit missable, but he's going to do a great job at it. And he decides just to play it through. Wasn't going to settle for the black, just wanted to make the shot. Good decision. A couple different options here. Pots the blue perfectly. Oh, the camera's following the referee here. Nice thumb line to get onto the black ball. He's going to miss that black ball. The score is now 31-65, a 34-point difference. 34-point difference, and there's 27 on the table. Very nice snooker. Good try. Because he hit the blue, it's not going to be a 4-point foul. It'll be a 5-point foul. That puts SAHIL at 36. He's one snooker still. Trying to get the snooker here because he's got all the blockers at the top of the table. As long as he gets behind the pink, he'll be good. Very nice. Very nice. Bit of a swerve shot here, but should be all right to hit it. Perfect little safety line here, rolling the cue ball just behind the pink. He just needs to make, I think, another color and he'd be good. Because right now, SAHIL needed one snooker. Let's see, 31-point difference, and there's 25 on the table, so you need 2 snookers still.
This is a dangerous situation for Albert, being as the pink ball's so close to the green, right?
Yeah.
So that would be a 6-point foul if he hits the pink first. So he's got to be careful here.
Oh, he just had a foul on the blue earlier, which brought up the score there for SAHIL.
Yeah, see?
Oh, nice hit,
What a
man.
hit.
Beautiful hit on this one. 2 rails perfect onto the green. Oh, thank you. You make the green there.
Special thanks to Mr. Jody Thornton, formerly of Lloydminster, Saskatchewan, for sending us that generous little donation.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Jody. Thanks, man.
Yeah. I've known, well, that looks like 4-1 Albert. And again, we're going playing a best of 11, so first to 6 frames.
He's off to a decent start. I mean, he came out firing with a 77 and then a 73.
Yeah.
And then he was kind of chilling on ice for a little bit, but every time he's gone to the table, like, he's still in form. You can see it. And that doesn't matter how long he's sitting on the sidelines.
Mm-hmm.
And SAHIL still feeling a little rough, man. I don't know. Body language is kind of saying the same thing. Mentally, he's feeling a little fatigued.
Yeah, I don't know. I got him back to his hotel pretty early, but like I said, he said this morning he didn't sleep very well. So, well, we'll see. You know, he's a fighter. This match is not over yet.
No, by far, yeah. And I mean, once he gets into a chance to be able to get into a rhythm again, things will change.
Mm-hmm.
And this isn't, like I say, like, it's not like 8-ball, 9-ball, or 10-ball where you like break and you just start getting into a rhythm. Here, like, it could take quite some time to get into a rhythm. You need to actually shoot a few balls to feel it.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice pot. That's what he's looking for, shots like that to build up the confidence.
Very appreciative crowd here this afternoon.
Yeah, they're enjoying the snooker.
I'm pretty impressed. Really good to see.
Absolute beauty on this pot. Two more points for the yellow, makes it 3.
Gotta slow down, leave himself at least that one on the side.
Yeah, he's in a tough spot here. I mean, he's got shots, but as far as the color, he's in a tough spot.
Well, he's probably gonna shoot that one on the side, but you gotta hold it for the blue.
Drag shot.
Oh, God. Yeah, something's off with SAHIL.
Yeah, he's just not feeling it yet. And the problem is that he's been playing some snooker for the last couple of days now. So he started off with that match against Alex Pagulayan, which he won. Comes here next day, and then he's been playing for 2 days straight. Now the third day.
Yeah.
And so, it's gonna get you at some point. You're gonna have those days where you're just not feeling good. Lack of sleep is gonna make the difference, I think.
Yeah, he's probably a little mentally fatigued, that's for sure.
Yeah, because this game is not like every other game. You're spending so much more time thinking, man, and it's like the brain, I don't know, it doesn't understand what's going on. It's just working, right? And you can get really tired from this game. I like when I go play pool, I can practice for like 5 to 8 hours. I play snooker like 2 to 3 hours tops because I just get worn out.
Okay. It looks like Albert's in here with a good shot. Well, it's not easy.
He went for it, man. Why not, though? You're striking ground right now, leading by 3 overall.
He's feeling confident. Like I say, it's a 4-1 lead, and then, of course, he just, he has the time to attack, right? He just saw his opponent miss a relatively makeable shot. So that gives him a little bit extra bump in his step, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's usually the way it is. Like, as soon as your opponent misses, you try to punish him and, make him think about it a little bit more.
Yeah, and of course, you're up 4-1 and, you're playing well. That's when you usually tend to get the rolls too,
Mm-hmm.
See, he struck that one really good. So, yeah, he's, maybe I'll touch too far.
Yeah, I think he is.
That's a good shot of the Albert Kenny Q action.
Yeah, he loves those draw shots.
Yeah.
I lost something here. I got the wrong score already. I know he fired in the blue. I think he fired a second blue in. Well, we'll see if we end up getting a century in this match. These guys were both chasing centuries throughout the last couple of days, so if given the opportunity, they're going to try to do it again. I know Albert's been seeking it so far today with a 77 and a 73. He got pretty close. He's also got the high run so far at 105. Just trying to figure out how he's going to get to the next red and which color he should take. The blue ball is obviously the easiest shot. Pink can help him too, but it's a bit riskier of a shot. He also had to take into consideration the fact of the blue being spotted back on its spot, so that's why he played it forward a bit more too. I have a couple of different options here. It looks like he was eyeing that red on the right side. Yeah. But originally he was playing for the reds on the left, I'm pretty sure. I think it's just that he didn't get far enough or he went too far. Very nice stroke on that one too. I'd like to give a shout out to Ben, who's the referee here. Been doing an amazing job so far. Patrick Land, who was helping out Darcy throughout the last couple of days, did an amazing job. Also kept me updated with what was going on score-wise on each of the matches. That was a bobbler. Albert Kenny is the first person to give me a century in the years that I've covered snooker. He gave me 2 centuries back when he played against Blake a few months ago. And then he gave me a century yesterday, and now he's been looking for a century today. I like that he's taking his time here because this is where, like, the important work comes in. Very nice pot on that one also. Look at the last shot. The one prior to that one, very nice pot, but it bobbled its way in on a star table that might not have gone in. Little drawback shot here just to get set up for that red on the left. You can actually go forward and get set up for the red next to the black, which actually, I think that would be the ball that I would want to address. I'm going to take a look at the side view after I update the score. Oh no, that red does not go. The one next to the black. So he's ended up in a bad spot here, and I don't think he can continue his run. And he's looking at the plant next, or a combo in pool terms. If he's got the straight line to the pocket, he can roll up all the way up for that red in the bottom rail, but That won't really do much for him. Darcy Michael as well, doing a great job organizing the event. Very nice plant. Known as a combo in pool terms. Plant in snooker terms. It's got a nice line here on the pink now. It's got to get that cue ball to slow down for the red that's to the left of the black, or follow it through for the reds that are sitting at the bottom cushion. Beautiful little draw shot on that one also. Gonna have to stand down or come off the left side rail or cushion to be able to set up for the pink. You'll just stand down for it instead. Oh, he's almost past his high run for today. He had a 77 and a 73. Now a 74. You have to force it. It was going to get lucky. Now he's got to settle down a little bit here because he's been given an opportunity. Oh, what a beauty. Crowd loving that one. We love it too. Nice breakout, man. Wow. Makes another good shot on the blue. Got a chance at the century here if he can just knock this red in. Man, I'm rooting for him to get it too. A nice little run of 88 on that one, man. No shame on that. And that puts him on the hill. How exciting of a match is this so far, man? I mean, it's not just the score that we're looking at. We're looking at the way these guys are playing. It's just incredible snooker, man. I'm enjoying it. I hope you guys are too. If you guys are enjoying it, you guys could always support the stream by liking the stream, especially on YouTube. I appreciate if you guys would like it on there, on Facebook also. Fun. Oh, can you send me that? Can you send it to me on Facebook?
Yeah, I think so.
That way I'll just read it out from my phone.
Okay.
All right, and let's go back to taking a look at some of these comments here. Guys, I missed some of the comments. You know, I've been engaged into the match here. Used to be named Las Vegas. Yeah, Tony used to be the owner of the Las Vegas. And Rocco, Ron Brown, says Imperial Billiards when Frank and Nick ran it. That's what it was called here before, Imperial?
Yes, Imperial.
Okay. Then Tony says, used to live in Winnipeg between the years of 85 and 98. Bill Harrison says, video is out of focus. When the video is out of focus, that usually has to do with yourself. So, like, the only way to fix it is to exit the stream, go back into the stream, and then the blurriness will go away. Another way you can do it is if you're on YouTube, you look at the cogwheel for the settings. You can change the settings. Sometimes the video will automatically push out at 360p or 720p, but you can change it to 1080p. And if you have 4K capability, you can change it to 4K too. Yeah, Stan says focus is fine here. Yeah, and that's just, like I said, you got to exit the stream and go back in. Ren Pei says, good luck, Sahil. Manpreet Sakdeva says, good luck, both players. Tony Tavares says, question, did Darcy teach pool back in the day at the U of M? Did you teach pool back in the day at the U of M?
Sorry.
Oh, he's in the middle of something right now. I'll get back to that one right away. Alan Gagan says, hi, do you guys know how much money they playing for? They're playing for 2,000 for first and 1,000 for second.
Yeah.
And the question for you, Darcy, was if you used to teach pool back in the day at the U of M.
No, that wasn't me. I believe Paul Pache at one time was the manager and resident house pro at the, I forget the name of that place they had at the U of M back in the day. It was all 5x10 tables.
Now it's called IQs, but I'm not sure if that's a new name.
I think it was called IQs back then.
Oh, okay, so it's still called IQs, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, but no. I had been there a couple times, but that must have been a different Darcy.
Maggie McGrath says, Rod, I've enjoyed this weekend of snooker very much. Thank you for tuning in throughout the weekend, Maggie. Yeah, it's been some great competitive snooker all throughout the event. Yeah. The very first match that we had was like a 5.5-hour match, and it seemed like it was a really long match, but both those guys were so evened out that there was no other option except for a long match.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, we ended up coming in with a couple of centuries through Albert Kenny, or not centuries, but big runs from Albert Kenny. Eventually, he got a century. Sahil that day also came in, did an 81 and an 80 back-to-back. There's a lot of great snooker throughout the weekend. All right, so is he on the board at all yet, or is this going to be the first red? 1, 2, 3, 6, 9.
Well, Albert's really dialed in here. He's just had a word with him at the break, and he's feeling really confident. So,
yeah, you know, he's out here to play his best all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't matter what the prize money is or who he's playing against. It's just his nature. Just a great competitor.
And that's not, nothing against Sahil. I mean, he's very capable of. Oh, look at this commentator's curse.
Oh yeah, it always happens.
But I mean, Sahil is very, very capable of finding a gear here and getting back into this match. He's just, he's played a lot of big matches and lately, so
he's not getting all the rolls either. Like he's been fighting the table. The table's been fighting him.
Mm-hmm. Well, like I said earlier, a lot of times you come out, you're like Albert with a back-to-back 70 breaks. He's feeling good, and usually when you feel like you're striking the ball good, you tend to get those rolls too.
Yeah.
It's when things are going a little off, You know, you're not maybe cueing a ball as good as you know you can, and then you're not getting rolls on top of it, right? So,
Yeah.
you know,
I think at this point, like, Sahil doesn't really have to overthink too much because, like, his back's against the wall. So he just has to do his best and just play his best and just let the game decide where he's going to get with it.
yeah.
And I think that kind of simplifies things because then you're not having extra thoughts in the background. Just playing smart here.
Just get another frame on the board. Sahil might settle down and get rolling a little bit, you know, put some pressure back on Albert.
Yeah.
Seen a lot of matches over the years ago, where guys would come back fighting and, you know, come back from 4 or 5 frame deficits and win.
Well, and so like in 9-ball and 10-ball, when you play like winner breaks, for example, it's so hard to get back in. If you're playing alternate breaks and you're playing against a great player, it's so hard to get back in.
Oh,
but in snooker, you could always get back in.
Well, yeah, because you're always going to have a shot, right? The next frame. I could run 100 and clear the table. Well, you know what? You get the break maybe the next game. You get to control the white, put him on the back rail. You know, you can't run consecutive racks in snooker without giving the guy a shot.
Yeah. Even the best in the world, you see that all the time. They have no choice but to exchange.
Well, Albert elects to put him back. Again, we play the 3 foul miss rule here, which is 2 putbacks. It's normally 3 in other parts of Canada, but don't ask me why we went with 2. It happened before I arrived here on the scene, so we just go with. Oh, look at this! Ooh, couldn't have worked out any better for Sahil.
Yeah, he needs a little bit of a break, and it looks like he caught one. Should be a fairly decent hit here. Yeah, it's typically hit below the side pocket. You're always going to hit that.
Very nice hit by Albert.
Oh, Ramin sent me that information too.
Yeah. So I just got word from Ramin Hederi. He's of the Hederi Snooker Academy in Calgary. They're going to be hosting a fundraising event for Sahil NAYYAR fundraising tournament in April, I believe. So look out for more details on that event coming up.
Yeah, it says here April 26th and 27th. That's what he's looking at.
Okay, yeah.
Entry fees $150. No green fee. All proceeds go to Sahil to assist for his travel cost, and it's best of 5.
Yeah. So, and good for Ramin to do his part to help out our Canadian pro.
And it says there's a standard single elimination over 2 days, 32 players only. There's a donation box for those unable to participate. We will have a donation box available during the tournament. Every bit helps us reach our goal of $5,000. And it says here also your contribution will not only support Sahil, but also help us elevate the standard of snooker in Canada.
Yeah, Sahil's just not. He's a little bit on. He's just a little off right now.
He's got 9 points. He's got 13, not 12. I gotta fix that there. Yeah, I don't know. This game can be tough. I remember, like, when you and I last time played, I remember how crazy I was going. Like, I quit playing snooker after that. I was so frustrated because nothing was going my way. I was taking big risks and I was missing shots. You were playing really good, and it, like, once you're down in a match of snooker, it's really tough to get back in mentally if you've given up on yourself. But as long as you don't, then you have a chance to get back in.
Yeah, you know, this game, it's you know, snooker's it's such a different game. It's, you know, I mean, pool's the same. You know, it's a mentally challenging, mentally draining game. You know.
But I'll quit pool on a bad day when I'm mad. Like I'll quit pool for like a week, maybe two. Snooker, I quit for 2 years, man.
Well, you know what? I like when snooker kind of died off there in the late '80s, '90s. I mean, I hadn't played. I quit play. I started playing pool quite regularly, mostly 9 foot, and I played that for 10 or 12 years after. But you know, I mean, I just picked up a snooker cue for the first time here about 3 years ago. Well, I shouldn't say that. I might have played 5 frames of snooker in 30-something years.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know what happened. I picked up a cue and got the snooker bug back, and here we are today.
Yeah, that's what always happens.
Yeah. But you know, I grew up on this game, like a lot of players from my era, coming around the pool halls in this city, and most cities in Canada, it was all snooker tables, right?
Yeah.
Pool wasn't quite, you know, as mainstream as it is today. So every pool hall you walked into had snooker tables. You know, like this place had one time, I think 24. There's a nice pot.
Very nice.
Good shot. Hopefully this gets some momentum going here.
Very nice.
But yeah, at one time we had, I think, 24 12-foot snooker tables in this room. You know, now we've got 5. We just added another one. There was 4, and the snooker is really picking up, so they added another table last month, which is great.
Yeah.
But let's see if the hill can get something going here.
He's got an angle on the blue to work with to get up to. I think he's got small window to open things up here. Oh, yeah,
There we
up
go.
beautiful.
Oh, I don't know. He doesn't look too happy with that. No, jeez. And you know what? I feel his pain. That's, you know, you're struggling. You're trying to force things, make it happen, and you just don't get that little roll, you know?
Yeah.
Like here, he's touching that red, and you just can't quite see that red open red.
I gotta commend him, man, because the stuff that's going on with him right now is the stuff that usually tears people up, man. But he's still fighting. He won't give up. Very nice.
I was just squeeze it in, but again, not much he could do with the cue ball.
It's tough when you're in those situations.
Mm-hmm.
And these pockets are a little bit bigger than the standard table, but even then, it's tough to get through these situations like that.
Yeah, all these definitely are, pockets are on the generous side, right? They're club tables, you know, brand new Strachan 8611 cloth. Good northern black rubber cushions were installed here a couple years ago, so the tables play pretty, you know, fairly good, you know. But again, they're not star tables, professional grade. You know, these tables are, you know, they're from the 60s, right?
Yeah.
So they play about as good as you could expect a table from that era to play, right? So,
Yeah, I think they play pretty good.
yeah. Phil's taking his time to figure this one out. You see, he's not giving up. He's going to think it out and try to play the right shot here.
I think he's looking for a good snooker.
Oh, yeah. But
And the yellow to the brown is probably the best option. Just gonna hit the brown, try to use the yellow for the cover.
I just wanted to make sure he left the white on the right side of the table.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
You can see the pink, not the red on the left. You can't see the red on the right of it either. You can only see that red that's sitting free on the right side, bottom right corner.
So one little careless shot from Albert here could let SAHIL in with another chance. I mean, personally, I'd like to see another frame of snooker rather than the end.
Well, and I just want to see Sahil play at his level because I've seen a taste of his level and it's really impressive.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Albert's a little bit more methodical, but like Sahil will slow down in the situations where he's got to think more and figure things out.
Well, Sahil's a very methodical player as well. I've had quite a few chats with him the last couple of days. His strategy is, is top notch. When he talks the game, and I learned a few things from him here. He's a very, very smart snooker player.
Yeah. Feels like this is the most important frame of them all.
Oh yeah.
Not because like Albert can win, but because this could be the beginning of Sahil getting back in the match.
Yeah. Oh, scored another one.
Yeah, I got that on there.
Okay.
18. They didn't mark it up there though. They got 17 and 22. Okay.
Oh, Albert threw an air ball there.
Oh, and then that happened to Sahil earlier.
Yeah, yeah.
Same kind of shot too.
Yeah, so Sahil might elect to put him back again. Yeah.
I've watched a lot of like pool and competition over the years of doing this work, and like I can sense there's something in the air here.
Well,
There's something going on in the air. The snooker gods are trying to make things go a little bit longer.
okay, well, we'll see if that intuition is right.
It's gonna get a good hit here, and it's heading towards the yellow ball. Yeah, he'll be all right.
Yeah, so getting back to that 3 miss rule, I mean, that's not a rule you'll find in any snooker rule book anywhere, right? It's just something that, I'm not sure if they play it in the UK, but it's pretty standard here in Canada from what I've learned. So it's just sort of to keep people a little honest when they're getting out of their snookers, right? Like back in the day when we played in the 80s and that, there was no miss rule at all.
Yeah.
So guys would deliberately, hate to say, not even attempt to get out of a snooker.
Yeah.
So at least in this case, you're going to be punished at least some penalty points for not making a good effort, which could factor in on the final score, right?
Oh, what a cut.
Okay, nice.
He's starting to get into it. Yeah, the foul and a miss is an interesting one when it comes to the pro level because what ball did he make just now? I can't remember.
Blue.
The blue, okay. 28. I've seen one time where they awarded a ball in hand to a snooker player. That was Ding Junhui. He was playing against, I can't remember who he was playing against, but
Really?
he was snookered so bad that no matter how many tries he would ever try, he was never going to get out. And I think it was like 4 or 5 attempts at trying to get out, and the referee decided that there was no way this guy was going to get out of trouble, so he just awarded a ball in hand to the other player.
Okay, you know what? We were just discussing that before the match. Sahil, I guess I was eavesdropping. Sahil and Albert were talking about that in those types of situations where because in the pro ranks, the miss rule, it's infinite, and it only goes on until snookers are required, right? Once snookers are required, the miss rule no longer is in effect, right? So in the pro ranks, you can miss, they'll put you back repeatedly until the snookers are required. But there are situations where you're absolutely trapped and there's no way to get out. So the referee will make a judgment on that.
Yeah.
Right? So, look, he's a little disappointed with the ball run there.
He still has some options, but I think, is he a lefty? No, he's a righty. That makes a difference here if you're a lefty or a righty. You can see that he's got determination in his face and his eyes. He's determined to try to get through this frame. Oh, he's going to miss the shot to the corner, though. I thought he was going to take it the other way. Just left some distance here.
He hit that one on the thick side.
So I got the wrong score again, or did they not update the score? He's updating now. So he's at 33. I got 34. And 22. Okay, we're good.
Oh, look at this. Oh.
Well, things like this are supposed to happen when the other player is supposed to get the chance. And there's always momentums, man. So a player will get the momentum at the beginning, the other player will get the momentum at some point, then the other player gets the momentum back, and then the other one gets it back, and then the last frame, usually it's just whoever can win. But there is such thing as momentums. And it looks like the momentum's trying to be on Sahil's side at the moment.
Well, he's going to get another. This isn't an easy situation. Albert's got to put some real power into this shot.
Yeah, and like he's looking at shots to nowhere right now. Like every shot's going to be a shot to nowhere, but at the same time, he doesn't want to give up the table, right? Oh, he went for it. Crazy.
But again, shot to nothing. See, see how he meant to. He drew that ball back. See, that shot there was a shot that our Bill Bourbonek was known for.
Yeah.
Okay, the power drawing the ball back to the ball cushion. You know, like when he went over to England that was a shot that he used to play that those guys over there hadn't seen. Yeah, but he was good at it. I mean, he had a power stroke. He could make those balls and draw back to the back cushion, you know.
Yeah, I heard he had a lot of cue action.
Yeah, cue power. So that was a Bill Bourbonek shot there. Ooh, tried to give him a nasty one there.
I didn't think you could see it enough to be able to hit it, but yeah, he buried him right into that block.
Yeah, he knew where the light was going there.
No, there's no comments, so they're still the same ones. The last ones was focus is fine. And then on YouTube, we got, or on Facebook, I mean. This is the last one we've seen. So Ken Jewett says, Darcy, good job. I'm heading to England soon. And then he says, Canada 4-0. Looks like a rematch Thursday, Canada versus USA. Who you taking, Darcy?
Okay, I take Canada. Kenny, what do you want to do?
And then Steve Kenya's replying to Mike Peters says, Mike comes to our Legion a fair bit. I'll say hi for you. Leonard Spice says, I remember Bill Charbonneau, I think, was his name in Bourbon. Yeah, he's one of the greats here, too.
Great. Bill Charbonneau was a multiple provincial champion, represented Manitoba several times at the Canadians.
I heard he used to produce a lot of good juice, too, on the cue.
Oh, yeah. Like his cue, I think, at the time was like a 9mm, and it was like a pinpoint tip.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never seen anybody play with a cue like that, but he liked to really spin the ball and draw it back.
Yeah. I know a lot of people try to tell you, like, you don't use spins in snooker, but reality is you can't play good snooker without spins.
Well, snooker is, you know, like they say, a pool, you're spinning the cue ball almost every shot, whereas snooker, you tend to not spin the ball. You're more hitting direct center ball stun shots, right? With a touch of side here and there, right? Whereas, you know, cue ball, you're about always trying to spin it off rails and get on the next rail. So, but some players do spin it. Like Alex Higgins put spin on every shot. He was, one of a kind, kind of, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
6. Okay, so he's at 28. Now, this is kind of sort of more or less what I expected the first frame to be like, where it's going to be like more back and forth, a couple of points here, a couple of points there. And that's the reason why I feel like this is an important frame. I feel like both players are doing their best to win the frame. And like Albert, having a strong lead like that, you figure like maybe he's up a little bit, but he's not. He's playing like as if he's the one that's down. So he's taking the lead in this frame by 1. He likes spotting these kind of shots too, so I expect him to make this one. You can see here he's like not playing like he was playing a few shots ago where he was trying to make sure he didn't leave anything for his opponent. Now he's playing to close out. Angle on this blue will help him to get set up for the red or to open up the red and pink. It's going to open up the red and pink. And that's something you have to do at some point. Don't know if it was the right time, but he's at the table still, and he can always play a reach shot. Leonard Spice says, same as Big Red and his dad back in the day. Big Red was 15 years old, running 80s. Great shot to open the red, says Wayne on Facebook. Leonard Spice says, Bill Sharpener ran 80s on me consistently, daily, LOL. Or Sundays, 6 Reds tournament. We used to have that. We used to have just whoop me. Yeah, he's a great player. Yeah, he was actually playing up until a couple of years ago. He was still playing. He stopped playing for a bit, came out of retirement, and then continued to play. And now he's on the sidelines again, just enjoying the game from the sidelines. But he might come out again. All right, so I'll turn the table over to Sahil, and we'll see what he's going to do here. He's got no choice but to play a snooker at the moment. He's got a nice little setup there with the brown and the yellow on the top right corner, so that's the angle he's going to play. The brown might come into play on this one. Yellow did, very nice shot. And now this is going to be a bit of a challenging masse shot or a kick shot for Albert Kenny. Masse is a bit tough here, so he's going to go for the kick. Oh, and he nailed it. Got himself out of trouble right away. Amit Sarhat Ate, welcome to the stream. Still okay, says Wayne, wanted to clip to the side a little. Martin Padilla, how you doing? Jason Wolf, what's up, man? battling here, battling for his life. Tournament life. Mary Ken King, welcome to the stream. Nice weight, says Leonard Spice. Norman Hill, how you doing? Justin Hicks, welcome to the stream. I opted to just block him on the yellow and hoping to be able to get something set up here so he can run the last 27 points available. He can definitely hit this yellow ball off the side rail, side cushion. Oh, he's able to hit it directly, never mind. I thought he was hooked behind it. And it's going to bounce out and it's going to give Sahil a chance now. Green sitting by the side pocket is going to be perfect for the setup here. Just has to make the yellow and get down for the green. He doesn't want the cue ball to go too far. He would like to have a nice little angle on this brown ball next to be able to get over for that blue. I think he's going to want to just draw back. Yeah, it's probably the best option. Just draw back a little bit on that brown. That'll set you up for the blue. I'll give you the angle to go back up table or down table on our screen for the pink. And then from there, at the mercy of your skills to get back to the black. He's going to stroke that nicely. It's going to be spot on here, not just to make the shot, but to get the proper weight to get back onto that pink. And it needs to get onto the pink with an angle that will take him right back up for that black. So there's a lot of work at hand here still, even though it looks like he's almost done. Oh, you got that set up for the pink right on point. Just needed that one to win the frame. He's still fighting, ladies and gentlemen. He's not giving up. Crowd's liking it. Yeah, baby. We continue the battle. 5-2 or 2-5, whichever way you want to look at it. I'm telling you right now, that frame right there was the difference between this being over and this going to the last frame. And you're saying to yourself, like, there's no way this is going to the last frame. We'll see. I got some pretty good instincts on me, man, when it comes to pool and snooker. And I'm telling you right now, man, something special is about to happen. All right. Let's do a little review of the point system for those of you that are not familiar with the point system in snooker. Most of you guys are watching and ladies that are watching have some sort of idea what's going on with snooker, but maybe by any chance you're a pool player, never heard of the game of snooker, and you just want to know what's up. So the way the game works is you got to make a red and then you got to make a color. And the red is going to be worth 1 point no matter what. The colors always vary depending on which color you go for, and it goes anywhere from 2 to 7 points. The first one, we're going to go in order by the number of the points that you get per each ball, and also in the order that you're supposed to shoot once you get rid of all the reds. The yellow ball is worth 2 points. The green ball is worth 3 points. The brown ball will get you 4 points. Blue will be 5. Pink is 6. And the most beautiful ball that you want to try to make every time is the black ball at 7 points. If you can do the 7 and the red back to back all the way through, red, black, red, black, red, black, all the way through, and then you run the colors in order, you will end up with what's called a maximum break or a 147. That's the ultimate goal for every player in life. You're not a good player unless you at least do centuries, and you're not a good player unless you can pull off, you're not a great player unless you can pull off a 147 in your time. And the more 147s you pull off in your time, the greater that everybody thinks you are. It's just standard, man. It's like getting a tattoo that nobody can ever remove. I got a 147, baby. No, I don't, but I'm going to say that one day. I hit a century, man, so like I'm on my way. I just got to figure out how to do centuries more often. And it's kind of weird because like when I first started playing snooker, like I would round up 16 points, and to me that was really good. Every now and then I would get 24 or 32, and to me that was like, that's all I needed. Now like I can pop off 40, and it feels so easy. You know, it's a little bit more natural, and a lot of that's because like I'm going deeper into the frame, right, and then starting to learn more about how to get deeper into the frame each time. All right, and so we resume the action. We're now moving into frame number 8 of a possible 11. And Sahil broke the last one, and this time it will be Albert Kinney that's going to break. I talked to him about this last time, and he says he likes to break off the end ball because then you only lose or removes 2 balls from the pack. And I told him, like, I like to go off the second last ball, but I open up the table a bit more. So, like, technically for me, like, that's a dangerous strategy. But the reason I do is because I think that most of the times the player's going to miss that opening shot. And if I can make it, then usually I'm good to go. Beautiful pot on that one from Sahil. Crowd's liking it. Trying to open things up a little bit. Needs that red to bounce off the cushion slightly, and it will. Oh, no, he missed the red. He's trying to open him up a bit more. Confidence is starting to build up, and unfortunately for him, he's turned the table over. And a little bit of luck perhaps on the leave. I don't think he's left Albert much to shoot at. He did open up a few reds here, though, so that's going to make things a little bit more interesting as far as how they play the following shots that come up. Not one of them is going to want to turn the table over. So they're going to be grinding out a little bit on this frame. Big bounce off the cushion will bring them up in a good spot. Leaving it against the top rail is going to be a bonus. Anytime that the cue ball is frozen to the rail, there's always natural deflection coming off the shot. And like, it doesn't matter how much you look at the cue ball or focus on the cue ball, it's always going to be a little bit of deflection. And how you deflect, I guess that's up to yourself, right? Whether you're a lefty or a righty, and you kind of have an idea what your natural deflection is in that situation, and whether you deflect to the left or the right. Once you have that information, now you can start making that shot more often. Or at the very least, at least hit the ball centered out. This wasn't bad. He's done good here. Didn't really sell out or give away many opportunities at the table. And that red going up table near that yellow is going to kind of make sure that both players play a bit safe going up table. Went for a big shot to the corner. Double kiss off the red. No good. He's going to leave him a shot. Didn't give him a whole lot of opportunities, but he's left him a couple of shots here. It's got the option on the red top left, which he's not going to take. Tough cut. The red bottom left and the red's bottom right. That one's going to come out of the pocket. And now that red on the top left looks a little bit more makeable because he's so close to it. Very nice shot. Cue ball's going to come off the cushion, set him up for the brown. He's got a great angle on the brown. Can also take on the pink or the blue, but those are big shots that doesn't really need to take on right now. The line off the brown is going to get him set up for a red no matter what. Didn't really have to bump those balls up hard, but it does help now because now he's got options to go side pocket instead of just corner. And he might explore that option here after taking the next red. Because it looks to me like red drawback for the pink is probably the best setup for him. Oh, he played it through for the black. Okay. I didn't think that, but yeah, that's probably the better shot for sure. All right, so Sahil's at 8. I was waiting for the ref to call out the number there because I lost track of the score for a second. Want to give a shout out to Jody Thornton once again for sending me some cash to cover for my supper today, for my lunch today. Appreciate it, man. I was hoping to see you come out to this event. I know that you guys weren't able to make it. Hopefully you guys will come out and play next year. I'm going to play next year too, I think. I wanted to play this year, but I just started getting back into snooker, so like I'm not quite at the competitive level yet. And even though I ran a century now twice, it doesn't really matter. It's not quite there yet. I need to learn how to do like centuries while I'm playing against people, because then that's the real juice, right? That's the stuff that builds you up. All right, so 14 to 8. He was trying to set up for the black ball. Very limited on what he can do with this, so he just pots it. Oh man, he missed the red. He was just about to start getting into things there. And the worst part about all that is he's left the black near the corner. And now Albert will have a chance at this table, and he'll have a really good chance to get work in here. Red to the black shouldn't be a problem. The black can actually lead him towards the reds into the pile if he wants to go that way. Oh, and he went right around that red. That was not part of the plan. You can still see the black ball, though. Yeah, and he was fine with that black. He was just trying to figure out what he was going to do afterwards. Missed the shot. Turns the table over. I think set 15. 16 plus 16 is 32. Six more points to put him at 38. Perfect frame for him to get working on the table and to get some confidence build up. Not sure what happened there. Trying to find a logo for Avon. I can't find one. I don't have one. Looks like Albert's going for the finish on this one now. It's going to have to settle for the side pocket on this red. Can set it for the pink from there. Upward angle now is going to get him set up for the red, the last red. Three down now. Yeah, he's been striking the ball well all day, man, since the very beginning of the match. And it kind of seemed like he was slowing down a little bit there. Perhaps it was the breaks away from the table or whatever the case. But as you can see here, he's fine. He's in good position mentally. He's ready for the closeout. And he's on to the yellow now, so the closeout is right in front of him. 27 points available at the table right now, which would give Sahil a chance at 73. And that's all that Albert needs. Let's see, he's got two more here. I guess he's got to get up to that blue. I think the blue is the finish. Albert Kenny, the 2024 Central Canadian Snooker Champion, coming back to defend this title. Only a couple of shots away from finishing this one. Nice shot on the pink. That's going to be the match. Another pink on there will make it 72. And Albert Kenny is going to be the returning champion again. Defending his title in 2025. They're going to do some envelopes. They're going to do some presentations. We're going to bring the camera back. Gonna set something up here real quick. No, I don't think it's working for me. Trying to get the camera to turn and do stuff. Oh, that's why, because it's still trying to log into somebody. Hang on. Erase that. Just trying to set up the camera here for the presentations. Oops. All right, so there's a different angle of the presentations. We'll stop the clock. The match started at 12 o'clock, so it was 3 hours of play. I gotta close out here, man. Okay. Just give me a few minutes because they're done. This is the last match, so I gotta focus on this. Okay. Albert.
Okay, so the first one I want to give out here is second place in the consolation event goes to Mr. Mike Messervy.
Mike Messervy getting the consolation event, finishing in second place. That was a consolation tournament for those that got eliminated in the first round, or first 2 rounds, I believe. He was playing against Manpreet last night. Bill Brown. It's Bill Brown here. He's the first place winner. Second place goes to Sahil NAYYAR. Congratulations, sir. We're going to give him a cheer here, too. Albert Kenny with back-to-back championship wins. High run prize 105 goes to Albert Kenny. That was with a 105 high run. Good job, boys. Way to finish it, man. Your 2025 Central Canadian Snooker champion. Taking some pictures. The crowd enjoying it. Lots of people came out to watch the event. And it was a great one, man. I'd like to take some time right now to thank Darcy for giving me the opportunity to cover the event. I really enjoyed being a part of it. To the players, you guys did an incredible job. Honestly, so many great runs. I got to see another century again. And these guys were nipping at centuries all throughout the weekend, man. They were right there, just a couple more points, and they were right there, man. So honestly, great performance from the players. Great job by the referees as well. Ben Delorme, Patrick Land, and there was one more, I think. I can't remember his name now, though. No offense, sorry, I apologize for not knowing the name. But congratulations to the winners, and congratulations to everybody that participated for doing a great job in the event, performing the best that they could, competing at the highest level they can possibly find, and making this event a special one. And, well, Albert Kinney, well-deserved today. You came in with the fire, man, like right off the hop, 77, 73. You just wanted to get going. You wanted to win. And Sahil, like, I don't know, man, he's just a little bit off today. I'm telling you, like, I don't think there was anything today that really justified or expressed how great of a player Sahil really is. I got a chance to watch him play a few times already. I'm telling you, he's just one of the best players around. And he's so good at it, man. He reminds me like a young Ronnie O'Sullivan type thing. You know, he's a really good player, very accurate, not afraid to go for big shots, and he can string some runs, man. It was really fun to watch both these guys playing the championship match. I know me and Darcy were talking last night, and we're saying, oh, yeah, there's going to be lots of centuries, lots of high runs, and you guys didn't disappoint. There was no century in that match at the end, but the high runs were there. You guys did a great job. And I want to look forward to having a chance to be able to cover some more of this snooker event coming up next year if I get a chance to come back and cover it again. And to everybody that tuned in and watched and liked the stream throughout the weekend, thank you for supporting the event. We truly appreciate it. Myself, if you guys like the stream on YouTube, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Your likes on YouTube are what helps me to be able to monetize through the work that I do. So I really appreciate it. Jody Thornton, once again, thank you so much for your donation. He's going to cover my lunch today. I really appreciate it, man. Every bite that I take, I'm going to be thinking about you and how awesome of a guy you are for doing that. Something I wasn't expecting. And Darcy was saying the same thing. He said thank you as well. So, yeah, on that note, I think it was a great event. Shout out to Darcy, Michael, for doing a great job organizing it, running it, and, of course, playing in it too, man. He was just there. He was like one win away from getting into the top 4. So not a bad result for somebody that's preoccupied with so much stuff going on, man. And I'm telling you right now, I got experience in this world. It's not easy to run these events. It's a lot of work, a lot of stuff that you don't see or hear. Credit to Darcy for doing the great job that he did in this event. All right, that's it. I guess we're going to shut her down, man. These guys are done. Everybody's like taking pictures, celebrating, all that kind of stuff. And I got to go too. It's my time to go, man. Let's see. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Last highlight. Start there. Last highlight. It was the winning shot by Albert Kenny. The pink to the side and the shake of hands. What a finish. What a match. Very entertaining, man. Whew, I wish these guys would have gone the full stretch, man. Like I was sensing like this thing was going to go to frame 11, but it just never made it there, man. And I really wish it would have. Next year, we're going to get there somehow. And, well, I'm going to play next year, too. All right. My name is Ryder Regatta. If you guys want to add me or follow me on YouTube, you can find me under Ryder Regatta /CSL Manitoba. CSL standing for CUESPORTS Live Manitoba. And on Facebook, you can find me under Ryder Regatta space CUESPORTS Live, one word, space Manitoba. I know it's complicated, but I want to make sure that everybody knew that I wasn't a hacker trying to like, send you spam mail and all that kind of stuff. If you want to support my work in any way, you can also do that via PayPal or e-transfer at cslmanitoba@gmail.com, excuse me. And CSL, once again, standing for CUESPORTS Live, Manitoba@gmail.com. Or CSL, that's what it should be. All right, we got everything out. Shout out to our sponsors. Ooh, I almost forgot about that one, man. That would have been a big no-no. All right, there it is. Our 2025 Central Canadian Snooker Championships sponsors, Titan X contract managers, Hidari Snooker Academy, Champion Ironworks, and Avo Home Recreation. Thanks for everything you guys did to support the event. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it, man. Good job.
Thanks
You were hungry today, man. You came out hungry. It was good shooting, man. All right, and yeah, that's our sponsors. Thank you to them, because without them, we wouldn't be able to make the event the success that it was. So thank you very much, guys. And I just got a tip from the winner, which is really nice, too. Appreciate it, man. All right, and we're going to continue moving forward here. Time for us to go, but before we go, two things. First, the players, one last time. These are the players that came out to play in the event. Gary Chapaya, Billy Thompson, Dave Strachan, Steve Kenyons, Matt Tocheri, Donnie Chemiskey, Albert Kenny, our champion, returning and consecutive champion, Alan Carson, Aaron Wu, Michael Maservi, who finished runner-up in the consolation matchup, Rob Cardinal, Darcy Michael, Sahil NAYYAR, who just finished runner-up in the main event, Blake Martell and Frank Huber, Ramin Haidari, Steve DeGlisick, Ethan Ott, Bill Brown, who is the winner of the consolation event, Manpreet Sagdeva, Gurdesh Singh, Randy Twersky, Jim Harvey, Charlie Matusik, and George Gibson. Thank you for supporting the event, guys. You guys were awesome. You played really well, and the support was truly appreciated by the organizers. Good job, man. And there's the past champions. You can see all the names there, but the one that really matters is the one at the very bottom, 2024, Albert Kenny, winning it last year. 2025, Albert Kenny will be the champion this year. Congratulations to him once again. All right, it's time to get going, man. Not the way that we usually go out, though. You know, usually that's the beginning of something, but that was the end of something. We're out of here, man. Let's take a look at that last highlight once again. Beautiful cut to the side on the pink. He came out hungry today, man. He wanted to win. He wanted to win, and he did. All right, and that's going to be it for now. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for liking and watching the stream. You guys are amazing. I swear to God, like every time that I go back and I check out the streams, I look for all the things, including who likes the stream, who shares the stream, who subscribed for the first time, all those kind of things. And I appreciate the support from each and every one of you guys, especially those that have been around from the beginning of time with me. You guys have been here with me throughout the years, and I truly appreciate every time that you guys tune in. Those of you that just met me for the first time today, I hope to get to know you a little bit better. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream and the coverage, and you'll subscribe to the YouTube channel. You'll get a chance to watch all the stuff that I do, not just pool, but everything else, including next weekend I got snow drag races going on in Lake St. Martin, Manitoba. It's going to be really cool, man. If you guys want to tune in to watch it, and I mean cool, like super cold, but it's going to be cool too. Tune in to watch that next weekend, 22nd and 23rd, live from Lake St. Martin, First Nation, Manitoba, only 3 hours north from Winnipeg. But yeah, it's going to be a good time. All right, so we're going to go out the way we usually go out, doing shout-outs. If there's any comments, any shout-outs, anybody that was watching the stream that didn't get a chance to acknowledge and say hi to, I apologize. I swear to God, I want to do it, man, but snooker is just tough to watch it, to keep track of the scores, to pay attention to all the details. It's a challenge, man. Definitely not a one-man show. And I don't know how I pulled it off for 3 days, but I did. Anyways, I'm happy that I survived, and I'm happy that you guys enjoyed the coverage. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys at the tables next time, whenever that may be. And after that, I guess, yeah, have a good day. That says good night, but have a good day, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. If you're in Canada, that's a holiday. If you're not, well, sorry, man. All right, and we'll go to the shoutouts like I usually do. Play your best game with CUESPORTS Live. I tell you. All right, and let's go to the comments. Ba-ba-da-ba. Mental says Buddy Taylor. Mark Schramm says, thanks, Rod. Mike Peter says, thanks, Rod. Great job, you guys. Tony Tavares says, thank you, Rod, for the great streaming. Dustin Burr says, I love snooker. I wish they had a place to play it near me in the U.S. And the last comment I got here. That's what okay. Rod, you live right in the Peg, too. Yeah, I do, man. I'm a Peg City boy. Born and raised, minus 5 years that I spent in South America. All right, Dave Bernie says SAHIL gets his next frame. Albert might start to worry a little bit. And then he says, hello, everyone tuning in from Vancouver, BC. Good luck to both players. Robert Griffith says, good to hear from you, Rod. The display is much better. Thank you. Yeah, you're very welcome, man. Natasha Nayer says, thank you for streaming and commentating. Yeah, you're very welcome. Thank you for tuning in and watching. Anybody that's tuned in and watched for the first time, if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, I'm telling you right now, you're going to support one of the people that love the game more than most in the world. And I'm telling you that because I sacrificed so much for this game, and never once has it felt like a sacrifice. Never once, man. And, all right. Anyways, I'm going to stop tooting my own horn, and we're going to call it a day. Yeah, it's time to go now, right? Yeah, let's go, man. Let's go, man. Oh, man. Didn't we get rid of this guy last night? Like, we got security to slap him around. We even, like, shot a couple of bullets at him, and he's still here. Like, what's your problem, man? Oh, man. All right, we out of here. Had enough of this guy. I can't get rid of him, man. Like, he's in there all the time. All right, we'll see you guys later. Have a good night, everyone.
Para